Julie Hansen has adapted specific performance techniques from award-winning stage and television shows to the traditional sales process, creating a more captivating and engaging method to achieving greater sales success.
Average salespeople sell. Great salespeople perform. So which one do you want to be? Great salespeople know how to present their product or service in a memorable and compelling way that engages the prospect and draws them in. They're able to form that emotional connection with their customer that can motivate them and inspire them to take action. They are leveraging the power of performance, a $500 billion industry in this country alone that influences everyone in this room. And it's a critical skill in today's competitive market when the difference between you and your competitor's product and service is getting smaller all the time.
Today's sellers need new, modern, contemporary tools to stand out, differentiate themselves, and win business. Julie Hansen draws on her experience as a professional actor on stage and television, and as the director of sales for the National Enquirer and Star Magazine to bring audiences critical skills for success in a competitive sales environment.
The number one mistake I see sellers make when they're giving a presentation is this. They start in the wrong place. Think for a minute about where movies start. Do they start with the director telling you what you're about to see, the backstory of the characters, what scenes you can expect? No. They start with the car chase or the kidnapping or the lovers' meeting. They start in the middle of the action. By the time most salespeople get to the action in their presentation, the decision maker has long since checked out. So think about what is the most interesting, exciting piece of my message and put it up front. Don't hide it in PowerPoint slide number 26 or bullet point 3.
Julie is the author of the book, Act Like a Sales Pro: How to Command the Business Stage and Dramatically Increase Sales, recently made available in China and India.
What I learned as an actor that I like to share with salespeople is how to take a script that you didn't write and really bring it to life. It's not a natural skill, and yet we expect people to go out there and do it all the time. How do actors recreate a great performance every time? How can we recreate a good presentation time and time again? There are some real practical skills and tools that we can use to do that.
Julie's spoken in front of audiences all over the world and held workshops for respected companies. She has been featured on NBC and in publications across the globe, including Selling Power, Sales Management Digest, Entrepreneurs Think Sales magazine, and has appeared on the cover of Ken Blanchard and Stephen Covey's Sales and Service Excellence.
An interesting phenomenon occurs when you give a salesperson a PowerPoint presentation. Otherwise, charming, charismatic people go into what I call presenter mode. And they speak in a range that goes from this to this. And their movements suddenly become very wooden or non-existent. And their words sound as if they've just learned the language. And it's not their fault. The truth is, we don't give our salespeople the tools that they need to communicate their message in an authentic and impactful way. And these are tools that performers, entertainers, actors have used for hundreds of years to engage an audience. And those are the tools we're going to talk about today.
Julie's acting background makes it easy for her to adapt to your organization's theme and agenda, whether it's a keynote, breakout session, or workshop.
As an actor, I would go on these huge casting calls, and I would be in a room with 100 other actors, all getting ready to read the same lines for that one part. And one day I'm sitting there and I look around at this sea of actors and I thought, this is just like sales. Basically, we're all going in with the same lines, dressed up in a slightly different package. And if we go in and do the same thing everybody else does, how are we going to stand out? Many buying decisions today are made days, weeks, even months after you've made your presentation or pitch. And if your solution isn't the one that rises to the top, all that energy you spent nurturing the lead, getting the appointment, creating the proposal, is wasted effort. Because they can't buy from you if they can't remember you. A good performer knows that everything starts on the inside and then it's expressed on the outside. So I apply those same principles to my sales training that I used as a performer, which was start from the inside and work your way out. And that's where lasting change really happens. This technique I'm going to show you today is really important for salespeople because you have to be able to think on your feet to be successful. And who does this better than improv performers? Now, you may think it's just talent or good timing or luck, but there's actually a set of rules that improv performers follow that helps to move the scene forward. And it's really helpful to know as a salesperson because when does our sales stop moving forward? When we get an objection, right? What typically happens is the customer says, well, your competitor said they could do this, or they can offer that. And we immediately get on the offensive. But what about this? But we can do that. Can they do this? Which puts your customer in the position of defending your competition, which you don't want. Now, the rule of yes and in improv says that we accept everything that our customer gives us. And what we do is we build on that, we add onto it with our perspective, and we collaborate on a solution. Because ultimately, isn't that what sales is about? Collaborating with your customer to find a new solution?
For your next conference, meeting, or convention, Julie Hansen provides fresh, effective content in an entertaining and interactive format, and audiences will leave with unique new tools for building and delivering a compelling and persuasive message with confidence. When you're ready to leverage the power of performance in your sales teams and capture more market share now, call Julie Hansen, 303-717-3935.